What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Crypto Logic channel. My name is John, and my mission here on this channel is to make crypto as logical as possible. So if you guys rock with that, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever a new video drops. How y'all doing today? Happy Tuesday. It's another great day to make content. I'm so excited. Today's video is not going to be too much of a deep dive. I'm not going too detailed into any particular token or anything like that. It's more so a market update, which I haven't done, I feel like, in like about a week now. So I feel like it's only right to go to let you guys know what's going on in the market, kind of break down what I think is happening. We're in a bullish state right now. Just let you guys know we're going towards a bullish state. Before I get into that, I want to shout out to Dante for hopping on the podcast yesterday. It was a great conversation. Love talking to him every time we talk crypto. We stay in communications off air. That's my friend. That's a good friend of mine. It was great to have him on the show. If you guys didn't catch it, the link will be popping up right here. Bing, there it is. Go ahead and check that out. We had some great conversations about crypto, and I think it's going to help a lot of people who are kind of like in the middle of new yet seasoned, because every year there's going to be a new crop of new investors, new content creators. So I think that video is good for a lot of people who are new to crypto, who just got in, as well as content creators. So we kind of talk about a lot of what's going on with how influencer and community-driven projects can be dangerous for a crypto investor and a content creator for crypto. So if you guys didn't check out that video, please go ahead and do so. I want to also let an update be known in regards to all my audio listeners. So if you guys listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, I will only be uploading once a week on those platforms, and the type of content that I'll be uploading will be those podcasts. So it'll be a true podcast on the audio platform. So only my podcast episodes, when it comes to the YouTube, will be uploaded onto the audio platforms. And obviously they'll still be on YouTube, but those podcasts will be the only things uploaded to the audio platforms. And then the YouTube will be where you watch the YouTube, because I realize, like, I do PowerPoints. If you're listening to anything other than the podcast, you kind of need to see what I'm showing you, so it kind of makes sense. So I felt like it was kind of not cool to like upload it to the audio platforms with no visual. So I'm only going to upload the podcast to the audio platforms, because that's just, you're just listening to us talk. We're not showing you anything really. So that was a quick update for that. Let's U-turn right back onto where I was at with the market. This video is going to be kind of short. It's going to be going over some bullish news that I think is going to get ready to set the crypto space into a little rocket here. I think we're going to go to a little pump. We're going to see a nice little pump this week. I feel like there will be a legit pullback. Okay. And like I said, I do not do technical analysis. I use logic, and I do my deep diving research. Okay. It's some people use spiritual, some people look at numerology, some people look at astrology, right? And people use technical analysis. No one knows whether or not you do technical analysis or anything else. You cannot predict what's happening. You just have your perspective and assumption. I feel like I have an ability to kind of talk about the market in my own way, as should you. So in my paradigm, my perspective, I'm using the news and I'm using the logic that I've built on my own, and I think we're going to see a nice little pump. I don't think this is the bull run we're looking for, or we're expecting, but I think we're going to see a nice little pump, and then obviously there will always be a little pullback. So without further ado, let's dive into the market and see what's going on. Okay. So yesterday we were at like 1.78 trillion market cap. We're at 1.97. So by tonight, I think we'll hit 2 trillion. Bitcoin was over 44,000. I think the point we're trying to get to is 46, 47. That's what we're trying to get to. I don't know if it happened this week, but I wouldn't be shocked if it does. Okay. If it doesn't, that's fine. We're still trading over 40K, which is good. Ethereum's over 3K, which is good. Binance 400 range, fine, better than being under 400, right? XRP has some bullish news coming out, right? That's still in that wait and see approach. The case will be moving forward here shortly in the next few weeks, right? Towards I think the 26th or something like that, we're gonna start seeing some traction in March. We're gonna see a lot of traction. The case, in my opinion, could settle. If it was gonna settle, it would settle in April. That's where I think the time range is when the case will settle. If there's no more delays and stuff like that. That's my opinion. We'll see how it goes. Everything else is looking really good. No meme coins in the top 10. Dogecoin's peaking though, right? Still a couple $1 billion away from being in the top 10, but still out of the top 10. Sheep, which is free falling, but it's still on a nice little pump. Crypto.com, Polkadot. So the market is recovering. Okay, it's recovering. I want to see what's going on with crypto bubbles. Let's see how that looks. So everything is green, right? Everything is solid. This is for the last day. No red, right? So the market is recovering. So obviously, H bar is doing well today, 25 cents. So the market is at a place of recovery again, which has been happening. We were over 2 trillion. Boom, pull back again. And then now we're back to where we started. It's literally just constant 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. We're just going forward and back, swinging like a pendulum, back and forth. We're still waiting for that big explosive run up, which I think is coming soon, but I don't think, in my opinion, I do not believe that bull run that we're looking for is going to happen until the Ripple SEC lawsuit is settled or over with. That's just my opinion. It's not going to happen before then. It's only going to happen after. Even SafeMoon's pumping. What the heck? Oh, it's SafeMoon version 2? That's so funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, everything's looking good, right? Everyone's excited. Go on Twitter. You'll see everyone's happy. Everyone's talking positive, right? Everything's back to normal, right? Literally, just yesterday, 2 days ago, everyone was like sad again, right? It's frustrating seeing people so happy when everything's green and so sad when everything's red. Like, you just be happy all the time because we're in the space of crypto so early. You should be happy every single day, whether it's green or red. You should be more happy when it's red because that's cheaper prices to buy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're happy when it's green, you should definitely be happy when it's red. But it's a mindset that people have to adapt to and learn. You can't just learn that. And I think majority of crypto investors in the space now, they're not there. I call them true crypto investors. They're not there yet. I wasn't there yet. It took me a while. I'm still learning to be fully there, right? It's a process, ongoing process. But you have to chip at it every day to build that callus of, I don't care when it's green. I don't care when it's red. Obviously, when it's green, you're kind of like, okay, cool. Everything, my bags are up. All right, cool. But when it's red, you're like, all right, cool. What do I add? What do I add? Everything's solid. Everything's on sale right now. And it sounds like a broken record and cliche, but it is what it is. Like, that's how you become successful in crypto. You don't become successful buying green. You become successful buying red. You become successful selling green and buying red. You don't buy green and sell red. Like, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? But moving on, I'm going to touch over these news articles and why I picked these out and why I think the market is bullish and why I think 2022 to me doesn't seem like a year where there's going to be, like, we're going to hit all-time highs. I think the overall crypto market cap is going to pass $3 or $4 trillion by the end of the year. And these are just some of the catalysts where I think this is just the beginning of news, right? This is huge right here. Warren Buffett invests $1 billion in a Bitcoin-friendly neo bank. And he dumps his Visa and MasterCard stocks. That's huge news. The same way how everyone follows BlackRock and BlackRock owns the world, a lot of people, they watch what Warren Buffett does and invest into what he does. The same things that he does. He's arguably the most successful investor of all time. Okay? The Oracle of Omaha, that's what they call him, now has more companies in his portfolio that have direct/indirect exposure to Bitcoin and similar cryptocurrencies. Now, I found something in here which I should have highlighted. He says that Warren Buffett does not invest into crypto directly, but he invests into companies and institutions, etc., that are tied to the hip with cryptocurrency. Okay? That's what he's done. He's used to bash crypto, and now he's investing into companies that are linked to crypto. Okay? And then there's some more I want to showcase here. It says, noted that digital assets could become a meaningful source of revenue for investment banking firms as Bitcoin investment vehicles become more mainstream. If you look at inflows from a volume perspective, not only has it been steady, even with the price corrections that Bitcoin is notoriously famous for, but you're seeing a lot of institutions jump in. Okay? While Buffett may not invest into Bitcoin directly, he is already gaining indirect exposure as companies in his portfolio foray, aka parlay, into the crypto sector. And the last thing right here is critical. Even indirect exposure is bound to increase the positive sentiment that may push more investors into the space. He's going to lead the charge of more billions and billions of dollars entering the crypto market. That's all I got to say about that. He's going to lead the charge of more billions of dollars to enter the crypto space. That's bullish. Bullish. So here's the next thing, right? So I made a video on TikTok. I think I mentioned it on the YouTube, where Russia, right? They announced that we're going to regulate crypto. We're going to draft a bill to regulate crypto, right? We're going to draft a bill to regulate crypto. And I was like, why was Russia so eager to put that out after there was rumors that they were going to ban it? And then they're like, oh, no, we like crypto. We're going to regulate and figure out how to make it work. And I said it's reminiscent to the nuclear arms race, right? How it was America and the Soviet Union, which is Russia, right? Who's going to build the bomb first? Who's going to build the best bomb? And then the space race. Who's going to go to space first? Who's going to build a rocket? Who's going to go to the moon first? We went to the moon first, but Russia sent something to space first. Like, it was a race. Who's going to do it first? And look what the U.S. did. Well, Russia says we're announcing that we're going to have regulation guidelines out. Well, the U.S. says, well, we're introducing a draft bill to regulate stablecoins. They already produced a document. The proposed bill would introduce a new qualified designation for certain stablecoins that are redeemable 1-to-1 for U.S. dollars. So the U.S., they issued a bill for stablecoins, how to regulate stablecoins. Say, hey, well, we're starting with stablecoins. So the U.S., it's like cat and mouse. It's so hilarious to me that this is going on and we're in this space of time where we can invest into crypto that's going to be here. It's not going anywhere. This wasn't discussed last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago. This was not even a topic of discussion, a thought. This was amongst this type of conversation was people that what we dreamed of. Like, oh man, one day the governments are going to be talking about how they're going to figure out how to regulate crypto. They're literally doing it right now. Not just our government, other governments around the world. And we're literally watching a new race. Just like how people in the 40s were watching Americans and other countries build nuclear bombs. Who's going to be first to be the superpower? Then who's going to be first to dominate space and astro, right? Who's going to go to the moon? Who's going to build rockets? And then now you got crypto. Which country's going to figure out crypto first and set the precedent, right? Russia moves their chess piece first, saying, well, we're going to do this. The U.S. actually produces a document to say, hey, we're going to regulate stablecoins. Here's how we're going to try to do it. This is the first bill draft. And then today, Russia says, we failed to reach an agreement on how to regulate crypto. That means that they jumped the gun. No resolution after the meeting. It's not going to be easy. This is good news because we have time. You have time to learn crypto. You have time to get into crypto. You have time. There's a whole group of people around the world that don't even know what's going on. They're worried about Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Drake, the Super Bowl parties, all this random news stuff. There's a whole nother narrative going on that whoever's watching this video, you're lucky to be a part of this part where you will change the trajectory of your life and your generation like after you, because you're in this position that you're in to invest into something that's going to change the world. And countries are racing against each other to figure out how to do this. And you can actually invest into this ecosystem that's going to come. This is crazy. Look at this. This is good news for us because we have time. And look what they say here. Russia might just focus on CBDC. They can't figure out how to regulate crypto, so they're going to focus on CBDCs, which is literally the same thing as stable coins. Right? And obviously this is the same thing where it's the US lawmakers debut draft the federal stablecoin regulation bill. But what I wanted to show you was this. Right? Let me see. I forgot where it was. Right here. Time Magazine. Well, Time Magazine is going to take over crypto, right? They're going to be the CEOs involved with crypto. Coinbase, this is after the Super Bowl. Coinbase jumped into the number 2 app store spot after the Super Bowl ad. So Coinbase was like just out of the top 10. They became the number 2 downloaded app. And they're the number 1 ranked finance app. Coinbase has shot up from 186th place to 2nd for downloads in the App Store since Sunday night. This is huge. This is, and that's just from one event, the Super Bowl. Over time, this number is going to increase and increase and increase and increase as more people start to realize, like you did, what opportunity they have. And that's the key. You realize an opportunity and you took advantage of it. A lot of people are going to realize the opportunity that they've been missing out on and wake up like you did. And that's when mass adoption is going to start beginning to come into effect. We're going to see the results of that over the next couple years. Going into 2025 to 2030, our lives will never be the same when it comes to crypto because of crypto as well. I think it's going to be one of the greatest times of our lives if you just pay attention. That's all you need to do is pay attention, respect the space, and do your due diligence, and you will be fine. Okay, and this last thing I want to talk about, right? Shout out to Joshua Jake. He says, if BlockFi and the SEC reached a $100 million settlement, I wonder what a settlement for Ripple will look like. BlockFi and the SEC, they reached a settlement for $100 million for on selling unsold securities, et cetera, et cetera. So the question is, I wonder what a settlement for Ripple will look like. I'm wondering the same thing. And we both know, we all know, Ripple's not going to settle if the SEC says, if they get to say that Ripple's a security. Because if that doesn't happen, if the SEC wants to label Ripple as a security, Ripple's going to fight to the end. I think this news, when this news breaks, because BlockFi isn't a cryptocurrency, it's an exchange or corporate company, right? Ripple XRP is a token. When this news breaks that Ripple's settled and XRP is not a security, if XRP is not a security, that is going to set the catalyst. That is going to be the catalyst to set off the bull run I think that we're waiting for. And I know that this video wasn't something that is crypto related, like token related, right? It's kind of news centric. So I'm not expecting a lot of people to watch this video and learn something about a token, right? I have those videos. Go watch my LCX video I just did, right? Every now and then you need to let people know, in my opinion, my perspective, what's going on with the sentiment of the market, right? And I try to do that every day, but I don't want to bore anyone. So this video was more so something that I like to talk about. This is what I do on a day-to-day basis, so I'm just documenting it. And me and Dante spoke yesterday, and this goes out to content creators. Don't care about your views. Don't care about, just make sure that whatever it is you're doing it with the intention of what you feel is best for you and how you think you can help somebody. Not doing it because it's going to make views, get clicks, get likes. I'm making this content for whoever wants to watch it and has the same perspective as me or likes my perspective. and wants to learn something or wants to see something that they didn't think of or see before. And that's the reason why I wanted to make a video like this today on a Tuesday. I have some great content coming out over the next couple of days. I have another podcast lined up next week. I'm gonna deep dive into some tokens I found that I've been they're not like new tokens, but like tokens that I've researched that I will add to my portfolio, and some that I already have in my portfolio that I really think that I should share to the community. Obviously, join the Discord. Right, the Discord is amazing. We're getting way more. We've always had great conversations, but we're getting a lot of conversation it's starting to mature. We're maturing to where we're talking about a lot of crazy, amazing stuff. And every day I see it where we're getting more thoughtful in regards to our conversations, and I love it. It's a great experience. It's a great thing to be in a community of like-minded people. I'm thankful for everyone who supports the channel. The merch is out. I'm excited. I have a lot of things coming for the channel. I have a lot of things coming for Crypto Logic, the community. But once again, I want to thank you guys for supporting me thus far and being on this journey with me. We're all gonna make it. All right. Just pay attention to the space and respect the space, and we'll make it. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace. Yeah.